Hey everyone, it's me, FancyAlly, with my good Judy Miss.
Miss Judy Puss.
This is our review for episode 6 of
Six.
season 3 of Legendary, and this episode was called, I think, Mission Impossible, I think?
Mission Impossible.
Yes. I'm just going to say, please forgive us if our makeup is looking a little busted, because we literally just filmed this after filming another review, so we had to take off some of our makeup, put some new one on, and so that's why maybe our foundation's looking a little busted. It's giving much our very first review, and I'd be looking a little bit like Amber Heard in Aquaman. Not Aquaman 2, because she's got fired, as she should.
Yes.
We like Aquaman. Shout out to Pitbull. He made a song for Aquaman called Ocean to Ocean. Look it up on Spotify. It's so good.
We love that song.
We do. So yeah, so this is our review for episode 6. Our girls are going to be giving a little bit of feedback, but as you know, the house of LaBeija unfortunately went home last week. So our little girl Becky G won't be here for this episode. And as the episodes go on, whoever gets eliminated, that girl's not going to be part of our reviews. Yes. But for the finale, all the girls will be part of it. So don't get too sad. You'll see Becky G as long as you watch all our reviews for the rest of the season. So let's get started.
This episode started out a little different than the other episodes. I guess they have a little more time with being only five groups left. It started with a performance from Jake Wesley Rogers. Jake Wesley Rogers.
Yes, and
He's
we're literally
introduced as similar to Elton John, I guess.
I know. We were like, wait, is Elton John gonna be a judge? But no, it wasn't.
But yeah, he was very colorful.
Yeah, I mean, they had like a white outfit on. To be honest, we skipped most of the performance. I'm sorry. But I did like that song. As soon as I saw the outfit, I was like, okay, he's going to start on the piano and then eventually he's going to get out the piano. So I skipped some of the piano part, and then I think his song was called Lavender Brown or something.
Yeah, I'm not even sure.
And honestly, what I said was, I like the song. I don't really think it fit Legendary, and his outfit was trying to fit Legendary, but it didn't match the song. Do you know what I mean? So it was kind of all over the place. I feel like he could have performed this in a different way that matched the song Lavender Brown. But because he was on Legendary, he was trying to give something else that the song wasn't giving. So, we're not gonna hear to roast him. But his outfit, I guess, was cute. But the song wasn't giving very Legendary. I could tell he's definitely living in his truth, which I love that, and it's very gay and stuff. So I guess it matches the show. But a lot of us were kind of like, we didn't know who he was. Yeah. I don't know if he's really part of ballroom culture, but I guess he's gay. So yes. So we just kind of skimmed through that. Deshawn was kind of
that trench coat or raincoat, literally plastic over his eye.
Yeah, I guess it was like a trench coat with a raincoat, but it was giving very much detective, I guess. Honestly, you know, the theme was Mission Impossible, which I find it ironic. I don't think any of the houses actually did Mission Impossible. They just did movies that are similar to Mission Impossible. Do you know what I mean? So honestly, the theme of the night for me was a little off. That's why I tried to do the black makeup, the black eye makeup with the red lip. Even though the theme, I think, was a little bit off. The houses were really bringing it this episode. It was a very tough competition.
It was a very tough, exciting episode.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, Kiki came out. She looked hot.
She did. Oh, I wrote sexy. She was really giving off sexy. The girls were out, which we don't really see Kiki with the girls out that much. You know, we love Kiki. A lot of people love Kiki, but they're always like, because she still looks like how she did on Disney Channel a little bit. So, but you know, she's growing up and stuff, but people still see her as that like young girl. Yeah. So I think that's something she's always trying to take it a bit more seriously as like an adult. Do you know what I mean? So this was definitely giving very much that.
Leiomy came out. She looked okay.
I wrote that she looked like a cute villain.
Yeah, like a villain.
Roach was giving Austin Powers.
Austin Powers. To me, it was a classic Roach look.
I thought he looked kind of cute with glasses.
He looked cute with that hair and the glasses. You know what I mean?
What was I gonna say? I almost wear glasses, but then Miss Judy Puss usually always wears glasses, so I was like, let me not, because we both are gonna wear glasses and stuff. Jamila,
again, she was hot too.
Oh, I just wrote boobs because the boobs were out. But honestly, the outfit was just kind of, it was okay. It wasn't, she's obviously worn better before. Yeah. But, you know, I guess they're like, you know, we're going to have simple outfits this week, but let's just make sure the girls are out. You know what I mean?
And there's Jake. I hope no birds were hurt in the construction of that outfit.
The outfit was cute, I guess. Was it really in the theme? I don't even know. Was anybody really? The theme was like very weird.
Yeah, so five teams left. The challenge was the Mission Impossible.
Yes.
and they basically had to recreate a heist. Was basically what the challenge is.
Oh.
The added part of the challenge was they had to show their most cunt character that they can.
Yeah, I think you said something like it was supposed to be like fast-paced versus cunt.
Yeah,
Which,
basically.
now that I think about it, it was like there was one person that was really giving cunt softness and stuff, and the other persons were giving more fast-paced and stuff.
Fast-paced.
So first up was the house of Yoshii Yamamoto.
Yamamoto. Yeah, they were. Their look was inspired by Dick Tracy and Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Which I thought was smart.
Yes, and Linda was like she was giving very much sex, very much cunt.
Yes, and she was. She came out very much. I mean, their outfits very much reminded me of Dick Tracy and Roger Rabbit, kind of merged together.
I mean, I only saw Roger Rabbit a couple times. I'm trying to give Jessica Rabbit today a little bit with this red wig. But like I said, it's giving more Aquaman. Honestly, I'm not that familiar with Dick Tracy, so, but obviously Miss Judy possesses. That's more of her
of Roger Rabbit,
expert
the
of
50s kind of era.
expertise.
You know, it was,
Yeah.
they portrayed a lot of the elements throughout their routine, which I, of course,
Yes,
enjoyed.
it was a very great performance.
And for me, it was hard to judge because it was the first one of the night, and we weren't quite sure exactly the heist theme, what they really kind of should be looking at. But yeah, to me, it was kind of difficult to judge. How did you feel?
I wrote it was very theatrical. They were giving legs. I love the ending, which to be honest, I don't remember the ending, but when I saw the ending, I loved it. I think it had something to do. I think they did a dip at the end, and I just really liked it. Kiki gave them a 10.
Kiki gave them a 10. She loved it.
And she's like, I'm not gonna make you wait, and she just gave them a 10. Mother Aoki, she gave it to us. Devo was showcased, which they're always like, showcase Devo, and Devo was showcased, so they gave the judges what they wanted. Leiomy,
Leiomy loved it.
yeah, she was like, I was waiting for this performance. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she loved Linda. She mentioned Linda a couple of times.
Yeah, Linda was giving, it was giving drama, but she wanted a little bit more softness. Naomi gave them a 9.
Roach absolutely loved it.
Yeah, she's like, it looks good, well thought out. What did Roach give them?
The Roach gave them a 10.
And Jamila, thank you for not making me look stupid, because I think she saved them last week.
Yes.
So they were like, we're doing this for you, Jamila. And I was like,
Yes.
that's so nice. And so then Jamila gave them a 9, but LaRoche was like, come on, Jamila, give them a 10. And Jamila was like, is it your time to speak? No. And she still gave them a 9. I'm glad that Jamila stood up for herself and stuff. And Jake gave them a 10.
Then there was Jake. Hello, 10.
That's what he did.
Yes.
What's it called? I don't know, I was going to say something. Hey everyone, it's me, I'm back. I'm here to talk about Yoshii Yamamoto. So I love them. They did what needed to be done. They started the night off with a bang. It was really great. And yeah, that's basically all I have to say. They did what needed to be done. They were giving cunt. They were giving realness. They were giving sex. And I like sex because I'm a witchy bitch. Bye.
Oh, girl.
Oh my god, we never heard her talk
Would you
like
speak
that. But I mean, she has done spells on people because she's a witch. So,
The ballroom.
you know, I guess
She's
it's,
getting into it.
yeah, I don't know. That girl always has some edge to her. So yes,
Well, final score was a 48.
yes,
That's high score.
that was their final score. Next up is Juicy Couture. They were inspired by the Pink Panther.
Really?
I was almost gonna do a pink look, but then again, I get Pink Panther, I guess, falls under this theme, but like I said, I don't know. I thought they were all going to give very much Mission Impossible, which, like I said, they were all kind of giving different things, you know what I mean? Lolita was bringing the sex, drama, softness. The performance, I wrote that there was a cool reveal. Oh, I think that was the one that they had the picture frame. So first came the Pink Panther, which I think was Lolita. So she was dressed as the Pink Panther and she stole the necklace, right? And then there was like a frame and it came across the screen. It came across the screen, and then all of a sudden, like, all the members showed up, and I was, what's it called? Leiomy was living for it. She was like, yes! And I was like, yes, that was iconic.
Yes, I love that Pink Panther latex suit was just gorgeous.
Yeah, and the makeup and everything was good. The dips, I wrote that they were so clean. They were very in unison.
Yeah, the whole performance was very exciting, very sexy.
and
beginning
just
to
clean,
end.
polished. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Leiomy was like, I don't know why there's a competition when y'all are giving top notch,
Top
honey.
notch.
Top notch is on the floor.
She literally said pussy cunt.
She said that? Yes. Soft and cunt, yes.
Yes.
Which Lolita was really selling it the most, I think. Yeah, Leiomy gave them a 10. Roach wrote...
The Roach said fucking perfect.
Oh,
Gave them a
right.
10.
And he wrote that it was a very crisp story.
Yes, gave them a 10.
Yes. And then Jamila was like, are you fucking kidding me? She's like, Lolita, you slayed. And then Jamila went to the Roach and was like, this is what I saved my 10s for, bitch. And so she obviously gave them a
Gave
10.
them a 10. Then there's Jake. Jake follows everyone and gives them
For the most part,
gives them
yeah.
a 10. Jake
Yeah.
enjoyed it, right?
Yes.
And Kiki.
Oh no, so then when Jamila said, oh, this is what I saved my 10s for, someone in the backstage was like, she threw shade. Right? Yeah, Jake gave them a 10 and Kiki gave them a 10 as
Gave
well.
them a
Right?
10.
So they got,
10s
did they get
across
10s across
the
the
board. 10
They
across
did
the
got,
board.
they got 10s across the board, which I'm surprised LaRoche didn't say they did what needed to be done, because obviously a 10s across the board performance deserves a, you did what needed to be done. But
Yes.
he didn't say that at all this episode,
No.
even though there was some really amazing performance. So yeah, so Juicy Couture got a 50.
50.
But yeah, my girls, Juicy Couture, they're always bringing it. I'm so proud of them. The judges are loving them so much. They're always bringing it, and I'm so happy for them. And yeah, it's so funny that they did Pink Panther, and look at my pink hair. It matches. I would totally be in Juicy Couture if I could. But yeah, I love you. Bye. Bye. Next up, oh my god, before we even start, what's it called? Leiomy, when Juicy Couture was done, I don't know, I think Jake was like, oh my god, are the houses always this good? And they were like, no. And then Leiomy
No.
was like, welcome to Ballroom, Jake. Because that was a little shade, because you know Jake. You know
Yeah,
Jake.
Jake. We're getting to know Jake. So,
Who knows if we'll ever get to see Jake again. That would be funny. Imagine he like starts competing next season. That would be kind of cool.
I'll get Jake out there.
So yeah, next up is the House of Makaveli.
Makaveli. Yeah, their theme was Austin
The
Powers.
Powers. Smokey was gonna be the one giving soft and cunt.
Smokey.
Was he the one that had mini me, or somebody had mini me? And I was just like, oh my god, when I was laughing when that happened.
I believe so. Yes.
But honestly, when it came down to the performance, one of the things I wrote down was, "Do you want to shag me, baby?" Which was part of the song.
That was the song.
That was more interesting to me than their performance, to be honest.
First off, their outfits look like they just went to Supermarket and get some tinfoil.
Yeah, and it wasn't really giving me Austin Powers
Yeah,
that
it was
much.
giving more like space, future vibes.
And the
like
mini me
sort of-
was cheap looking.
Yeah, again, like a tinfoil constructed mini me.
Yeah. But I guess I wrote down when it came down to the performance, it was giving soft, but it wasn't really giving that much of the cuntness. You know what I mean?
It's kind of, in my perspective, pretty boring until the very end, of course.
I don't remember what happened.
The
at
very
the
end, the confetti shot from the titties.
Oh, see, I didn't even really notice that. But of course you did, girl. I thought the performance was cute. But obviously, like I said, the other houses were just out of this world. So cute is not enough.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Cute, don't make it in ball.
Yes, in ballroom, yes. So Law was like the good outfits, and Jamila
Yeah,
was
look,
like, you guys need to fix your
it's
faces.
good. Laura
What
gave
did-
them an 8.
Yeah.
Jamil gave them a 7. Said they look stressed out.
So Jake was like, the story was good, but
Said, I can see you thinking.
yeah, that's what I wrote, even though my
See,
handwriting
thinking.
sucks. Jake gave them.
Jake, 7.
Yes. What about Kiki?
Kiki gave them a
A 10.
gave them a 10.
But I wrote down, she was like, you guys are getting better, but you need to be more clean. And then she gave them a 10, which I thought, and you know, before she even gave the 10, she's like, I know y'all are gonna hate me. I give you a 10. And then I was like, what? Leiomy.
And they need more confidence
Yes.
in their performance, basically.
And she's like, you guys need to believe in yourself. Believe in yourself, and that'll come through in the performance and the energy. And she gave them a 7, which I thought was more accurate than a 10. And what was their final score?
39.
Jamila was not having it with Kiki. She was like, this is not a charity function or whatever.
I give them a 10 just to feel good, so they feel good.
Yeah, to make them
Yes.
feel better and stuff. And she was like, there's no... And then LaRoche was like, let Kiki... let Kiki give her what her thing. And then Jamila's like, well, you know, if she actually thought that they deserved a 10, or their performance was a 10. I don't have a problem with that. But she was giving them like critiques, like you guys aren't perfect, blah blah blah, and then gave them a 10, which doesn't match. You know what I mean? She was only doing it to make them feel better. And then Miss Kiki was like, "Oh, y'all are still talking." Y'all still talking about that? Which I was telling Miss Judy, because I was like, I'm kind of glad that she's standing up for herself, because these judges are savages. So you kind of need to be a little shady to, what's it called? Defend yourself or stick up for yourself?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, Kiki's learning her ground here.
Because we all know Kiki's like that sweet girl, but we've seen her be a little savage this season. Hey, bitches, I'm back. Just like the House of Makaveli is always back, bitches. Yeah, I don't give a fuck if y'all hate me. I don't give a fuck if y'all if y'all don't care about Makaveli. We're still here, bitches. We're gonna bring it every single time. We're gonna defend ourselves until the death of us, bitch, okay? And I thought Makaveli did good, and I'm glad that Kiki gave us a 10. I don't care. I'm part of the House of Makaveli, even though I'm not. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bella. She always is the one person during these reviews that's going to stick up for them, because we might not. So next up is the House of
Alpha Omega.
As soon as we kind of knew what the category or the assignment was, I was like, oh my God. I was saying Danny, and I think we were said Sammy at some point, and then this episode we finally realized his name is Adam.
Adam, I don't know where we're getting these names
But
from.
I was like, Adam's the cunt one of the group, so he better be the one giving softness and cunt. And he was, which is kind of funny, because they showcased him last week, and now they're showcasing him again. Because they didn't know that that's what the category was going to be this week, you know what I mean?
Yeah, the theme of their performance was going to be Shaft.
Shaft?
Shaft.
I thought it was Shag.
Shaft.
I thought it was Shag.
Shaft.
I wrote down 70s Shag. Like, very 70s. You know what I mean?
Shaft.
Well, I don't know what the fuck Shaft is. Maybe that's a reference that I don't get, because I'm a millennial and I'm young.
No, you can't say that. I think even, what's his face?
Roach?
Played Shaft.
Oh, well,
Samuel Jackson was Shaft.
that's still, I know who Samuel Jackson is, but I don't know what Shaft is. That sounds like something disgusting. So the performance started off with Adam on the balcony, and he was giving just softness to cutness, and he was just really showcased because it was just him. And then out of nowhere, the rest of the crew came on the stage, except for Rebel, and then Rebel came out the doors.
Oh my God, I thought he was wearing absolutely nothing.
I know, I just saw his body, and then his shorts matched his skin tone, so
Yes.
but just his body alone, I was like, and just the energy, Rebel, I was like, yes, Rebel's giving. Remember I said, I think it was last season, the House of Gorgeous Gucci, I think his name was Jarrell, the one that we really liked, that every time he was showing his body, he won the category.
Yes.
So Rebel was giving me very much that. I think so far we haven't really seen like a body challenge this season. And now, spoiler alert, I'm disappointed because the House of Alpha Omega left. It's the most we're going to see of Rebel's body. Because imagine next week they do a body challenge, and we were robbed of seeing his full-on body. You know what I mean? But I'm glad that we got to see his body before he left, unfortunately. And I'm glad we also got to see Adam fully give the cutness that we were expecting from him since day one. Like, he fully served. The judges agreed.
Yeah, I thought the performance was great. I mean, the outfits were great. Definitely that 70s look, that 70s vibe with the afros and the leather. And
is it safe to say it was kind of disco-ish? No?
Yeah, that was the era, the 70s.
Yeah. I wrote down it was giving very high energy.
Yeah, Rebel rode up on a motorcycle.
Oh, yeah, at the end. Yes, everything. Oh, my God, and there was a part when Rebel and Adam, like, were, like, dancing all sexy, and I think they even kissed.
My God.
I was just, like, it was giving me, like, do they go out?
Yes.
I told Miss Judy, because I was like, it's giving me very much top and bottom energy. Rebel, I wrote down so sexy. They're giving sex. They kissed. Miss Adams slayed the house down. Jamila was like, it was sexy. Jamila give.
9.
I'm 9. Adam demonstrated the elements. He looked good. Jake was living for it entirely.
Yeah, I think Jake had to go change his
yeah, he said he was hot and bothered.
Yeah.
I think he gave them a 10.
Gave them a 9, Jake.
A 9?
Mm.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Kiki, I think, gave them a 9 as well. Leiomy was living for it. I think she wanted them to give the drama to the next level, though. I think that's what she said.
Yeah, she wanted everyone to be on the same level.
That's what she said, yes. and she gave them an 8.
Laura did not like the outfits.
Oh,
She
yes.
wasn't a fan of it.
Which, to be honest, what I wrote down was they were doing the outfits. I was like, I don't know if I'm really here for it either. But then once they performed, they kind of sold it to me, the whole gig. But alone, the outfits weren't that good just on their own. You know what I mean? But it kind of matched what the vibe they were giving, I guess.
Just give them a 7.
Yeah. The people backstage, like, oh, what you give is what you get. I feel like for the next review, we should just, I guess me, I'm going to write in my notes, like, backstage, and then it'll be a shady comment, whatever they say. Because sometimes they're right. I don't always agree with them, but sometimes they're right.
Last was a 42.
Yes,
42.
it was 42. Representing the House of Alpha Omega, we have Miss Belinda. Hey y'all, it's me, Miss Belinda. I'm representing the House of Alpha Omega. You guys made me so proud this week. You guys may not have done it with the hair flips last week, but y'all were serving sex. You know, I got pregnant before, so I know a thing or two about sex. But yeah, I'm glad my Becky G wasn't in this episode because, girl, this episode was giving very much adult, rated R. And she's just a little girl, so she'll be back for the finale. But you know what? I'm a sexy bitch too, okay? Oh, girl. Y'all didn't see that. Bye. And always remember Belinda, bitch, no matter what, okay? If I get eliminated, I'm going to be here at the finale too. Bye. Thank you, Belinda. She is such a sassy girl. You know, I'm sure we all know a Belinda or two in our lives. You know, that girl that got pregnant when she was young, but she got her figure back right away, and she's still living life as if she don't have no child. Partying it up. Yes. So next up is the House of...
Revlon.
Revlon. Come on, House of Revlon.
They were doing Mr. and Mrs. Smith was their theme.
Yes. Which that I remember that movie. Angelina Jolie, Brad Pitt, back in their prime when they were still in love, when they were one of the sexiest couples in Hollywood.
Yes.
The father of the House of Revlon. Every week he always has like a lot of things to say backstage. He's like very cocky, and I don't know, maybe in Paris, France, that's how they are. Or maybe, you know, there's in ballroom there's a lot of cockiness and stuff. So he was getting very much cocky, but I think he was gonna be showcased this episode. They started off Mr. and Mrs. Smith. They were dressed as like a married couple, and then they quickly took it off, and I was like, yes, because it felt like a reveal, like a quick reveal. The way they did it was just so good. And then they had these like black bulletproof vest type things, and so then the two other members of the squad came and they were giving very much heist, very much Mission Impossible, you know what I mean? Like it really felt like a movie scene or something. And then I think that's when the father came out, I think in a red outfit, remember?
Oh yes. How can I forget that?
Yeah, and so they were supposed to, I don't know, the storyline was, oh, he's part of the team, but then at the end he like shoots everyone. He was like a double agent or something.
It was unique. It was high energy. It was the first time I actually seen them utilize the entire room.
Yes, that was very true. Like the whole room.
Behind the audience, on top of the audience, within the audience. It was... They utilized the room, but it was to for their advantage because now they were kind of too spread out. I believe one of the judges even said that.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
You know, they was too busy looking at somebody's cake and didn't even notice all the people.
Oh yeah, that was the father's cake.
Yes.
I noticed the cake too in those little red, tight red shorts. It was a little cake, but yes. It wasn't that much cake. I've seen bigger, girl. What's it called? I wrote down that they were in unison a lot, which was very good. It made it look very clean.
It ultimately wasn't my favorite of the night, for sure.
I said the father was giving very much sex. They used the sage.
Mr. Jake gave them a 10.
Oh yeah, Jake was like, you guys didn't kill it, you guys assassinated it. Oh girl. No, I'm gonna keep that in, I don't give a fuck. He assassinated. So he gave them a 10. And this is where I wrote down, girl backstage was like, what's happening?
It's so silly over there.
Yes.
Kiki gave them a 9.
Did you write any comments for her? Because I didn't.
No, I didn't write any comments. I don't think she really had much to say. She left it, obviously.
Exactly. Leiomy.
Leiomy wanted more, of course. Leiomy always wants a little more. No matter what you give her, she wants more. She wanted to see more cunt, basically, is what she was looking for.
Yeah.
And scored them a 9.
Yeah, she gave them a 9. And then Jamila gave them a 10, which 10, I honestly don't know exactly what she had to say about that or whatever.
Roach really loved the cake. and scored them in 9.
What was their final score?
47.
I wrote when they went to backstage, the house of Revlon, they were like, I don't know about them, but we did what needed to be done for us. Because nobody said it to them, but they're like, we did what needed to be done for us. And I was like, oh, that's cute, I guess. The house of Revlon is very confident, which some might like that and some might not. Like I said, look at it as cockiness. But I think for the most part, they deliver. So I guess, you know, if you could bring it, then I guess you have a right to be cocky. But it's kind of hard because you want to be careful, because what if you don't bring it all the time and then you're just being cocky for no reason? Hey everyone, it's me, it's Brittany, bitch. Do you know I did a song with an accent once? I think it was a song with will.i.am where I was like, when you hear this in the club, you gonna turn that shit up. 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 So yeah, it's me, Brittany, bitch. Like I said, I'm perfect. I'm beautiful, just like the house of Revlon. I'm a little bit cocky too, but I'm cocky, but I got a reason, bitch. But yeah, so the house of Revlon, they're perfect like always. They did what needed to be done for me, to me. I don't care if the judges didn't completely love it. So they stayed. They're here to stay. I'm gonna be here till the end. I believe so. So bye. See you next week, bitches. It's Brittany, bitch. That's Brittany. She's very confident, just like the house of Revlon. But you know, she is a really pretty bitch. So yeah.
Yes.
So next up is the second category, which was Old Way Vogue. That was the challenge. That was the second challenge. And I think what they were looking for was very much lines, symmetry, and just like old Vogue, you know what I mean? Which is very, I feel like nowadays, I feel like most of the people that really know old Vogue are like people that were here from back in the day, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's not as popular anymore, unfortunately, but I have so much respect, and I honestly think old Vogue is like really beautiful. It's very artistic, you know what I mean? It may not be like, you know, all dips and spins and stuff, but it's still like, you know, it was the, what's it called?
It's a foundation.
It was the foundation for all of Vogue, so we have to have respect for it. And honestly, if I was a ballroom kid and I was doing all that, I would try to learn a little bit of old Vogue, you know what I mean? But that being said, not everyone can deliver it, because like I said, it's like an acquired skill that not that many people, it's not as popular in Vogue as like dips and spins and all that, you know what I mean? That being said, the first battle was between
It was Alpha Omega versus Revlon.
And the judges gave a 5 out of 5. They all agreed. It was a unanimous decision for the winner being
Revlon.
And the second battle was between Makaveli and Yamamoto. And again, it was another 5 out of 5 unanimous decision that I think it was Mother Aoki. She represented for them and she won it for the house of Yamamoto.
She did great.
And the last battle was between...
Yeah, Juicy got fast tracked to the final battle, so it was basically a floor routine they had to do.
Yeah, they had to do Old Way, but on the floor for the last battle. What's it called? I wrote down Leiomy, I think, was representing for Revlon, I think it was. Mother Aoki was representing for Yamamoto, Leiomy was representing for Revlon, and London was representing for Juicy Couture. And as soon as I saw the performance, they were all slaying, by the way. This was a very tight, everyone was really bringing it to the battle. Even though the ones that got eliminated first, like, they did pretty good too. Because like I said, I guess they showcased the best people for old Vogue, you know what I mean?
Yes.
But when I saw the three-way battle, I personally liked Juicy Couture from the jump. They were just doing, I don't know, just everything, you know what I mean? The energy, everything was just tight. But like I said, it was very stiff competition. All the three houses really delivered. So it kind of made it hard, but just Juicy caught my attention more. You know what I mean? I wrote down what all the judges, because it wasn't a unanimous decision at the end. Kiki voted for Revlon, for Leiomy, Revlon. Leiomy voted for Juicy Couture, for London, Juicy Couture. Law voted for Yamamoto, for Aoki, because she did what needed to be done, even though he said this wasn't your, you know, what you usually do, but you brought it. Leiomy voted for Juicy Couture, for London, and Jake voted for Juicy Couture. Just like Brooklyn, you brought it. So, long story short, Juicy Couture.
The winner got 5 extra points.
Yeah, but they were also the superior house for the week, for the third week in a row. What do you think about that, Miss Judy Puss?
I think that's amazing. I mean, they're obviously a favorite of ours. And 3 weeks in a row, they're the ones to beat now.
They really are, which I find kind of I love it, obviously, but also, like, I feel like a lot of the houses weren't taking them seriously, and now it's like they're, I guess, the front runners. You know what I mean?
Juicy Couture is what this competition's all
Is
about.
all about. Period. I said that from day one. Okay. They could have literally been in the bottom multiple times, and I would still be here for them. You know what I mean? So basically, the bottom two were
Alpha Omega and House of
Makaveli.
Yeah.
For the House of Makaveli, the father
Represented.
for the House of Makaveli for the final battle, and Adam represented the House of Alpha Omega, which I was like, oh my god, Adam, no.
Yeah.
We finally got to see Adam really serve the cuntness, and now he has to do the final battle. You know what I mean?
And that was quite a battle, it was.
It really was a battle. It really, honestly was. But even though I love the House of Alpha Omega, and Adam definitely stood his ground, but Makaveli, father was just really going in with ballroom. It was just giving me very much ballroom, giving me very much battle. Like, that's what I saw on YouTube. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Because I feel like some of the people, I don't know, I guess because it's a show, it's on TV, they don't bring what you really get in authentic ballroom culture. But to me, it's like, I would just see it as any ball. Like, just do what you do in the real world. You know what I mean? Just as hard as you fight there, you have to bring it here. And Makaveli, I don't know, they just always bring it for the final battles. But just like Jamila said later on, like, it's so frustrating because it's like, you always bring it for the battles, but you don't bring it for the performances. I don't even know. Father Makaveli kind of like, they threw a little shade at the end. I don't know if you caught it. They were like fighting.
Yes.
They were like, no, bitch, screw you. And then they kind of kicked him a little bit.
Like you kicked him in
like
the
it wasn't
face.
like a real kick, but it was just like a little symbolic. Like, and that's very much what sometimes they do in ballroom. They'll like put a fan in your face. They'll be like, hands in your face. You know what I mean? Like a little bit of disrespect, shadiness. You know what I mean? You'll be like, no, bitch. That's what they do. You know what I mean? Roach was like, that's some Chicago shit.
Love Roach. Motherfucking Chicago shit.
He's from Chicago, so he would know.
He knows. That was a nasty battle.
It was a very nasty battle. Yeah, LaRoche said it was nasty. Kiki was like Makaveli. So Leiomy was like Alpha Omega was giving the softness and the cuntiness, which obviously for this ball, that's what was the main thing. So she's like, she stayed in theme. And yes, that is like Adam's strong suit. So yeah, so she voted for Omega to stay. And I was like, yes, you know what? Because I liked the House of Omega and stuff. So I like that it wasn't just a unanimous decision. It was like very split, as you could see. Leiomy was very passionate. She's like, this is the top 5. You know what I mean? Like, you guys have been in the bottom 4 times. She's like, y'all are playing. Y'all are playing me. Y'all are playing ballroom culture. Y'all playing all of us. You know what I mean? And then Law was like, Makaveli, I don't give a fuck, Makaveli, you guys did it. I don't care if you've been in the bottom 4 times, 5 times, whatever. I'm voting for y'all. He was being a little shady towards Leiomy. But you know what? Leiomy is going to stick to her word, as she should. You know what I mean? And then Jamila, you guys are afraid. You guys are always giving, like, you guys are afraid during the performance. During the, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Jamila did what needed to be done, and she voted for Alpha Omega too. But then they put this poor ass boy, freaking Jake, in this crazy ass position where he has to split the vote. I'm like, really? I bet some of, no shade, but I bet a lot of them were like, Jake doesn't even know what the fuck he's talking about.
Yeah,
like,
Jake.
how are you gonna make him do that? And then he's like, he was like, Omega, you guys made me feel it. You guys inspired me as an artist. You guys, especially me being in a band, you guys inspired me. I'm gonna copy what y'all did, and for that I'm out. And for that, I'm voting for Makaveli. And I was like, girl.
Silly. Looking down to Jake.
I know. I wish Jake was the one to, finally get rid of Makaveli. And Makaveli, y'all better bring it next ball, because no. If you guys are in the bottom again, it should be just a unanimous decision. You guys are out. Like, how are you guys going to... you guys are not going to go to the finale. No, there's no way. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. Like, I was really nice. I think the last couple... I was really mean. Episode 3, I think it was. Then it was nice the last 2 episodes. But no, at this point, I'm like, no, Makaveli. You know what I mean? No. Like, you guys need to bring this fire into your floor performance. And that's what Jamila said. You know what I mean?
It's very sad to see House of Omega go. Personally, we loved Danny, Adam, whatever his name was.
Oh my god, Rebel. Like,
Rebel,
I swear, if they do a body, I think they are probably, because next week's a money ball. So maybe they are going to do a body challenge. And it's like, what the fuck? Rebel should have been the one doing the body challenge. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
they should
sorry.
have definitely carried forward.
He was a trade of the season, honestly. He was trying to see.
And their branding too. Their branding was wonderful. On their skin, they branded themselves. Their t-shirts had branding.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't even notice. But I just wrote down I was really sad to see Omega go. Adam finally delivered the cuntiness that we were expecting this whole time. And then, yeah, so next week it's the Enchanted Mirror Mirror Fairy Tale Money Ball. So we're going to try to, I mean, the crown is already here. So we're going to try to do some really cute looks and stuff. But yeah, this was Mission Impossible, blah, blah, blah. Ew, you know what I hated? Deshaun was like, oh, Makaveli, mission accomplished. You guys are here again. I'm just like, shut up. I'm so over Makaveli. Honestly.
Yeah, maybe next episode that we got.
I literally say that every single episode, but we'll see. Honestly, I'm tired of it. But whatever. So, like always, subscribe to our channel. Make sure to like, dislike, comment, subscribe, share it if you want to. Check us out on TikTok, FancyAlly too. But yeah, bye everyone.
Bye, thank you.
Drive safely.
Twice.